Hello everyone, welcome to today's special video. Have you ever sat down and reflected on your life? Questions like, why is this happening to me? Why does that person do bad things but still live well, while I try to live kindly but face difficulties? If you've ever wondered about these things today, we will embark on a wonderful journey to explore cause and effect in Buddhism. Cause and effect is not just about what you sow, you reap, as many people think. It's much deeper, more mysterious, and sometimes more surprising than you might expect. In the next few minutes, I will guide you through fresh perspectives on cause and effect, from how it works, why it sometimes seems unfair, to how we can live in harmony with this law. So, grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's begin. First, let's understand what karma is in Buddhism. In Pali, the original language of Buddhist scriptures, karma is called kamma, which means intentional action. Not everything you do creates karma. Only those actions that come from a clear intention are counted. Imagine this. Every thought, every word, every action of yours is like a seed. You plant it in the soil, this life, and then it will sprout, grow, and bear fruit. But here's the interesting part. The fruit doesn't necessarily come immediately. Sometimes. You plant a seed today, but it might take months, years, or even many lifetimes before it bears fruit. For example, you see someone in trouble on the road, and you stop to help them. Not to be thanked or praised, but just because you want to. That action plants a good seed. But don't expect to win the lottery tomorrow or receive immediate repayment. The fruit of it might come in the form of an unexpected opportunity, a beautiful relationship, or simply the peace of mind you feel later on. On the other hand, if you deliberately lie to harm someone, you plant a bad seed. The fruit of that could be unease, a loss of trust from others, or one day you may face the same consequences. Buddha once said, "Karma is created by us and we're the ones who inherit it." It sounds simple, but the more you think about it, the deeper it becomes. Now, let's tackle the question that everyone has wondered. If karma is real, why is life so unfair? You see, there are people who live selfishly and do bad things, but still become wealthy and happy. Meanwhile, kind-hearted, good people face nothing but misfortune. Does this mean karma isn't working? No. Buddhism explains that karma is not an instant justice scale, where doing good immediately rewards you and doing bad immediately punishes you. It's more like a long river, carrying seeds from the distant past, possibly from past lives that we don't even remember. Listen to this story. Once, there was a very rich man who was stingy and never helped anyone. Everyone in the village hated him. But strangely, he lived a long life, was healthy, and never faced any hardships. People said, "Where's the karma?" Later, a monk explained, in his past life, he had been very generous, built temples, and helped the poor, so in this life, he reaped the rewards of those good deeds. But because in this life, he planted the seeds of bad karma, stinginess, selfishness, the bitter fruit will eventually come, just not yet. On the other hand, there was an elderly woman who lived in poverty but was virtuous, collecting scrap to feed her orphaned grandchildren. She was poor but always smiling, always ready to share the little rice she had. Perhaps in a past life, she did something wrong, so in this life, she's paying for it. But with her current kindness, she's planting beautiful seeds for the future. So, don't be quick to judge by appearances. Buddha taught, no one escapes karma. It's just that the time has not yet come. Life is not a flat picture, but a long book. You're only reading one page and haven't seen the whole story yet. Karma is not just about doing something and then waiting for the result. It's more complicated than that, and there are 3 factors that determine the strength of karma. First, intention. This is the core. If you accidentally spill a glass of water on someone while rushing, that's not bad karma because it wasn't intentional. But if you're angry and deliberately splash water in someone's face to take revenge, then bad karma is created. Intention is the fire that burns the seed of karma. Second, specific action. Intentions alone do not complete karma. For example, if you think bad thoughts about someone, like being jealous of them, but don't say anything or do anything, that karma is not strong. But if you think bad thoughts and then go around speaking ill of them, that seed has been watered, ready to grow into a large tree. Third, consequence. The severity of karma depends on the impact. Yelling at someone and making them feel bad for a moment is a light karma. But if you deceive someone, causing them to lose all their wealth or destroy their family, that karma is as heavy as a mountain. Let me share a real story with you. Once, I witnessed a friend of mine getting angry and blurting out hurtful words to his mother. At that moment, he didn't think much about it. It was just a moment of frustration. But later, he saw his mother sad and not speaking to him for a whole week. He regretted it deeply and thought to himself, I wish I could have controlled myself. That one word, though it lasted only a moment, planted the seed that hurt their relationship. So, every day, pay attention to your thoughts, words, and actions. A seemingly small comment can change someone's life. At this point, you're probably thinking, I understand, but how can I live according to karma? Don't worry, Buddhism doesn't ask you to fear bad karma or live in constant anxiety. Instead, it encourages you to actively sow good seeds. Let me share 3 practical ways. First, control your mind and intention. Before saying or doing anything, pause for a second and ask yourself, is this harmful? What is my intention? If your mind is pure, your actions will naturally be good. For example, instead of getting angry when someone interrupts you, try smiling and letting them speak. Just a small change in your mindset can already sow a good seed. Second, live mindfully. What is mindfulness? It means living in the present, paying attention to every moment. When you're angry, don't rush to shout. Take a deep breath, feel the anger, and then choose a wise way to respond. I once tried this on a day when I was frustrated. Instead of letting it out on others, I sat down, closed my eyes, and breathed deeply 10 times. Miraculously, everything felt much lighter. Third, do something good every day. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. A smile to a stranger, a word of encouragement for a friend, or simply not harming anyone. These are all good seeds. Buddha once said, small drops of water fill a large jar. You don't need to be rich or powerful to create good karma. All you need is a heart full of love. Try it today. Do one small good deed and see how much lighter your heart feels. Before we finish, I want to answer a big question. If everything is karma, does that mean my life is already predetermined? Do I have freedom? This is the most wonderful aspect of Buddhist teachings. Karma is not a fixed fate. Think of it this way. Your life is like a garden. The past, whether from this life or previous ones, has sown some seeds, and now some plants have grown. Some are beautiful, some are weeds. You can't uproot all the plants that have already grown, but you can plant new flowers and pull out some weeds. Freedom lies in what you choose to sow from this moment on. I once heard the story of a man who had been an alcoholic, living a reckless life for many years. One day, he heard a sermon about karma, and he decided to change. He quit drinking, began doing charity work, and started living honorably. Despite his past mistakes, he created a new future through his present actions. So, Don't think you're bound by your past. Every day is an opportunity to sow new seeds. How do you want your life's garden to look? Start planting today. Karma is not something to fear, but a light that illuminates your path. By understanding karma, you will live more meaningfully, more responsibly, and appreciate each moment more. Today, I invite you to try something. Sow a good seed, a kind word, a small but sincere action. And tell me in the comments, what do you think about karma? What seeds have you sown today? Thank you all for joining me on this 50-minute journey. If you found this video meaningful, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next content. Wishing you a peaceful, joyful day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.